This was the greatest teacher, a real sage of my time, anyhow. He had such wisdom. And we were all reciting the Pledge of Allegiance one day. And he walked over, this little old teacher, Mr. Laswell was his name. Mr. Laswell, he says, I've been listening to you boys and girls recite the Pledge of Allegiance all semester. And it seems as though it's becoming monotonous to you. If I may I recite it and try to explain to you the meaning of each word. I, me, an individual, a committee of one, pledge, dedicate all of my worldly goods to give without self-pity. Allegiance, my love and my devotion to the flag, our standard, Old Glory, a symbol of freedom. Wherever she waves, there's respect, because your loyalty has given her a dignity that shouts freedom is everybody's job. United, that means that we have all come together. States, individual communities that have united into 48 great states. 48 individual communities with pride and dignity and purpose. All divided with imaginary boundaries, yet united to a common purpose. And that's love for country. And to the Republic, a state in which sovereign power is invested in representatives chosen by the people to govern. And government is the people. And it's from the people to the leaders, not from the leaders to the people, for which it stands. One nation, meaning so blessed by God, indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty, which is freedom, the right of power to live one's own life without threats, fear, or some sort of retaliation. And justice, the principle or qualities of dealing fairly with others. For all, which means, boys and girls, it's as much your country as it is mine. And now, boys and girls, let me hear you recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Since I was a small boy, 2 states have been added to our country, and 2 words have been added to the Pledge of Allegiance: under God. Wouldn't it be a pity if someone said that is a prayer and that would be eliminated from schools too?
Welcome to All Things Rutherford, here on 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB Rutherfordton. Now here's your host, Todd and Tracy.
All right, Cameron, you're going to have to hush. We're going to have to get on into the show. Good morning, Tracy.
I'm already choked up this morning.
We're going to have to go ahead and get this started. Red Skelton right there explaining why we say the Pledge of Allegiance like we do and explaining that. And we have a special guest going to join us at 8 o'clock this morning, going to give us her rendition of the Pledge of Allegiance. We'll tell you about that.
And also, too, I'd like to add, I'm sorry, let me step on you.
Go ahead.
Also, I'd like to add, when Red Skelton finished up, the 50th star was added to the American flag on July 4th, 1960.
1960 was the 50th star. What was that, Hawaii, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was Hawaii.
I think so.
5 minutes after 7 o'clock on this July 3rd. This will be our final show before the 4th of July break tomorrow. We will not be here with you tomorrow. Lou Gillum will grace the airwaves tomorrow morning and take over for us. Me and Tracy going to just celebrate the 4th. I don't know what we're going to do, but we awful patriotic today. Got my
yes, we are.
We the People, 1776. We the people of the United States of America.
Yes, we are. We the people. That's three beautiful words, isn't it?
In order to form a more perfect union, do hereby. And that's all I remember. That's all I remember.
Oh.
Yep, that's the way all. If people could look at the red, white, and blue and could look at 3 words, we the people, because that's the first. That's the first 3 in the Declaration of Independence is we the people of the United States of America.
That is so true.
So, I mean, we could live like that. We should live like that every day of our lives. What's up, Tom Green? Love Red Skelton. Of course you do. You probably knew Tom Red Skelton. You probably helped him write that song, right? I'm sure you did. Tracy with you. We got our cowboy hats on.
Yes, we do. We are. We got our red, white, and blue.
She's got the red shirt, the blue necklace there. That's cool. And I've got my red, white, and blue We the People shirt. Bought that the other day, regular size. I usually get, look.
Todd, you're doing good.
It's too big.
You are doing good.
Let's get started with, and we're adding a new reporter this morning.
That's right, we sure are.
Going to join us from the Polk County Tryon Equestrian Mill Springs area this morning. A good friend that you already know. Going to get him on the radio this morning. Probably do that right after Chris Melton this morning before we head over to DeVerne and Bostic. But we'll get him on the radio this morning. You have to stand by and see who it is. You'll know him. Good friend of ours. All right, folks, get ready to call. Let's call the Sheriff's Department after you hear Dakota Livesay, Chronicle of the Old West.
It was Friday evening, June 10, 1881. After a tough week at work robbing the Benson stage, Bill Leonard and Harry Head were relaxing with a few drinks at the local saloon. 3 sheets to the wind, Bill Leonard started talking about a grudge he had with the Hazlitt brothers, Ike and Bill, and how he was going to just settle it by killing both of them. Bill was so vocal that it was but a short time when the Hazlitt brothers heard about the threats. Now, the Hazlitt brothers weren't people to trifle with, and they decided as long as there's going to be a shootout, it was going to take place on their terms, not Bill Leonard's. So the Hazlitt brothers waited nearby for Bill and Harry to leave the drinking establishment. When the stage robbers got within 50 yards, the Hazlitts jumped up and began shooting. Bill Leonard was shot just below the heart, and Harry Head was shot in the stomach. As Harry was running away, the Hazlitt brothers put 6 more bullets in him, and that ended Bill's plan of killing the Hazlitts. Now, there was a $1,200 reward on the heads of the Benson stage robbers, but the Hazlitts never collected a dime. You see, there was a 3rd stage robber. When he heard about the death of his friends, he got a bunch of cowboys together and they went after the Hazlitts. Joe Hazlitt ended up with 7 holes in his body, which was nothing compared to Bill's dozen-plus holes. Oh yes, earlier I said this gunfight was a factor in a gunfight involving another group of brothers. Well, you'll just have to come back tomorrow for that story. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Nine minutes after 7 o'clock on this Monday morning, July the 3rd. Happy early Independence Day to you as we start Independence Day week right here at WCAB Classic 101, going to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. With us this morning is Deputy Aida. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good. What do you have on the report for us this morning?
In the last 48 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office responded to 346 calls for service. The jail processed 18 arrests and is currently housing 178 inmates. For incident report, Michael Bowen from Granite Drive, Ellenboro, reported a felony larceny of a motor vehicle. Salud Cisneros from Baltimore Road, Ellenboro, reported a felony larceny report. David Blanton from Arabian Drive, Ellenboro, reported felony larceny of a motor vehicle and breaking and entering larceny. Arnold Atchley from Cove Road, Rutherfordton, reported misdemeanor larceny. Richard Oline from Chase High Road, Forest City, reported felony larceny of a motor vehicle and breaking and entering and larceny. That's all I have for the incident reports. For the arrest reports, Heidi Kidwell was arrested and charged with larceny by employee, was issued a written promise to appear in court. Heather Knuckles from Biddy Lane, Rufton, was arrested and charged for domestic violence protection order violation, given a no bond. Brandon Mitchell from Jack McKinney Road was arrested and charged for failure to appear on a misdemeanor, was given a $500 secured bond. Forrest Swink from Buck Collins Road was arrested and charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor, was given a $500 secure bond. Donald Selvey from Good Road was arrested and charged with obtaining property by false pretense, was given a $5,000 unsecured bond. Jesse Scruggs, listed as homeless, was arrested and charged with impeding traffic and resisting a public officer. No bond listed at this time. Wendy Rector from Duck Pond Drive was arrested and charged with identity theft and food stamp fraud, given a $10,000 secured bond. Mitchum Harden from Soco Gap Road was arrested and charged with possession with intent to manufacture and distribute methamphetamine and possess drug paraphernalia, was issued a $5,000 secured bond. Kennedy Rice from High Street, Ellenboro, was arrested and charged with possession of methamphetamine, was given a $5,000 unsecured bond. Dusty Herr from Sunnybrook Lane, Ellenboro, was arrested and charged for possession of marijuana up to half an ounce, was given a written promise to appear. Tiffany Ledford from Maple Springs Church Road in Shelby was arrested and charged with assault and battery, given a $1,000 unsecured bond. Melissa Murray from High Shoals Church Road, Mooresboro, was arrested and charged for damage to personal property, and no bond listed at this time. That's all I have for you today.
Deputy Aida, we appreciate the report and hope you have a great day and be safe.
Yes, sir. You do the same.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Deputy Aida with that report from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. Moving to the 911 Communications Center next.
The Braves are one of the hottest teams in baseball, and they're showing the National League that they are a force to be reckoned with.
2-2 pitch. And there's a bullet out to center field. Down for a base hit. Here comes Eddie. Braves win it!
Tomorrow night, the Braves take the battle for the East on the road to Philadelphia as they square up against Bryce Harper and the Phillies. Braves radio's on the air at 5:25 Eastern, 4:25 Central on the Braves Radio Network.
I never get her name right. Melissa with us from the 911 Communications Center. 14 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing good. What's on the report for us?
Let's see. In the past 48 hours, 911 Communications has processed a total of 902 911 administrative calls. These consisted of 112 for emergency medical services. Under law enforcement, this was 346 for the Sheriff's Office, 122 for Forest City, 55 for the town of Rutherfordton, 23 for Lake Lure, and 100 for Spindale. Under fire calls, the Bills Creek Fire Department responded to a brush fire. Cherry Mountain responded to a structure fire, and they were assisted by Bostic, Hudlow, and Ellenboro. Forest City responded to a motor vehicle accident. Lake Lure to a brush fire, and they were assisted by Bills Creek. Rutherfordton to a motor vehicle accident, and Sandy Mush to a motor vehicle accident, and that is all.
Thanks so much for the report. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Well, listen with that report from the 911 Communications Center and the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department report and the 911 Communications Center report brought to you by the fine folks over at Jay's Discount Grocery. Tom Green in the YouTube chat room with us this morning, I know he's excited about. I saw a preview over the weekend for an upcoming show, and it's kind of the second version of one of Tom's favorite shows, Justified.
Oh.
They've got a new series coming out. I forget what it's called, but I know Tom and Raylan Givens, who's the actor on it. It's played by Timothy Oliphant, who's a great actor anyway. But Raylan Givens is the guy, his character he portrays, and he's coming out with another series in the Justified realm. So.
I've heard that's really good.
Oh, it's an excellent show. From what I've seen of it, it's an excellent show. 16 minutes after 7 o'clock, Tracy, tell us some more facts about the 4th of July.
Here's a good fact. It was once considered disrespectful to keep your business open on the 4th of July. Before the Civil War, people who kept their businesses open during the holiday were deemed unpatriotic.
Oh.
Yep.
Does that still go today?
I don't think so. They took it serious back then. That was...
They weren't playing around. Well, you got to imagine they was probably, 50 years off a new nation right there.
Right, exactly.
They were like, oh, no, you're closing, brother.
Yep.
And there wasn't that many stores back then.
No,
you wouldn't think so.
But, they just thought it wouldn't hurt for us to kind of go back that today.
Right. I think a lot of the patriotism is lost. I haven't. And I haven't fired one single gun.
Huh.
I got to get my guns out.
You got to get those suckers out. Also, too, listen to this. Our national anthem wasn't the Star Spangled Banner until 1931. It took 117 years for the words written in 1814 by Francis Scott to gain federal recognition.
That's right.
Yeah.
Took a long
time to get the Star Spangled Banner.
Francis Scott Key wrote that poem during the Battle of Fort McHenry.
Yeah.
And he was going, the prisoners on the ship he was on kept asking him if the flag was still there, and he would go look, and he'd say, yep, it's still there. Oh, you should read about the Battle of Fort McHenry. The British bombarded that fort for so long, they wanted the flag to fall, and the flag never would. And what was happening, they were knocking the flag down.
Right.
But people would go grab what was left of the flagpole and hold it up.
Oh, my goodness.
Until they were killed.
Isn't that
and then somebody would go up and grab it again. Oh, that's a great story.
Yeah.
And it's a true story. Who in this world now would do that?
Exactly. Now listen to this. Do you know flags are folded in a triangle because it replicates the hat that soldiers wore in the Continental Army War during the Revolutionary War?
Yep. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. 18 minutes after 7. We got to get going with our caller report. We're going to be here at 10 o'clock. Ruby Taylor on deck. She's next.
With gas and utility prices skyrocketing, you need to save money wherever you can. Jay's Discount Grocery can help you do just that. Jay's Grocery has a fresh meat market and a produce aisle like no other. Jay's carries all household needs, including dog and cat food, cups, paper plates, drinks, famous brand names arriving daily at a fraction of the cost. You just never know what you'll find at Jay's. Find out for yourself. Jay's is open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 7, Friday and Saturday, 8 to 8, closed on Sundays. Jay's Discount Grocery, 671 Oak Street in Forest City. Shop Jay's and walk out with a pocket full of savings.
19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Ruby Taylor with us from the SDO Fire District. Ruby, good morning.
Good morning.
How's everything going, Ruby?
I reckon it's going all right. I was gone yesterday. And on my birthday calendar, I've got Donna Mays, John Kennedy, Doris Davis, and Aubrey all having birthdays today. Hope they have a nice day. And the signs are in the knees today and going to the legs tomorrow. And that's all I got.
Ruby, thanks so much. Have a great 4th of July, and we'll talk to you again on Wednesday.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Ruby Taylor with that report from the SDO Fire District. We're going to just keep trucking right around the county. We're going to head up to Chris Melton, Chimney Rock Fire District, see what he's up to this morning.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, since we're trying to get Chris.
Yeah, go ahead.
Patrick Henry is the one who said, "Give me liberty or give me death," on March 23rd, 1775.
Give me liberty or give me death. What great words to live by.
Mm-hmm.
I think he died soon after that, didn't he?
Don't know.
Yeah. I have to look at that. I remember reading about all that stuff in high school, and I just was infatuated with American history.
Yeah, I love it.
I still like it to this day. Good morning, Chris. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
We're just talking about American history and facts and 4th of July and tidbits, and we're just celebrating being Americans today.
All right.
We're ungrateful colonials is what we are, essentially.
We are.
Chris, anything going on up that way?
Oh, not a lot. Getting ready for this busy week coming ahead.
And?
So.
Did y'all have a busy weekend?
We did. We had, I couldn't begin to tell you how many calls we had with trees down.
Oh, no.
When the storms come through,
there was some bad storms rolled through yesterday evening. It was
all 4 departments was cutting trees Saturday, Sunday, and so we was busy. And that's about it on the call report.
All right, Chris, thank you so much for the report. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you.
Y'all have a great day as well.
Talk to you again on Wednesday.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Chris Melton with that report from the Lake Lure Chimney Rock Fire District. We'll go to our new reporter right after this and meet an old friend. How about that?
Cheryl, I've been talking to Tommy and David, the outside salesmen at Henson Building Materials in Forest City. They're going to help us navigate through our remodeling project.
Well, I know they have tons of experience, so we'll be in good hands.
Good hands is right. Even professional builders shop there because they trust the quality products and service.
And did you know they have a great relationship with our community, too? Oh, they're so nice.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Building starts here.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-211-1813. That's 1-800-211-1813. 800-211-1813.
23 minutes after 7 o'clock, I want to welcome an old friend back to the airwaves. You used to listen to us back in June Bishop days, and he was the Fairfield reporter from the Gatehouse Security out there, Mr. Steve Ernest. Steve, good morning, sir.
Well, good morning, everybody. Tracy, Todd.
Good morning.
Good to see you, but good to hear you.
He is
He
now coming to us from the Polk County Tryon Equestrian Center, Mill Spring area over that way this morning, and going to be talking with us in the mornings now. And good to have Steve back on the radio.
Yes, it is. I bet you're taking care of all those roses over there at the Equestrian Center, aren't you?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm using their fertilizer, and that was part of my plan for moving over there. Somebody yelled free fertilizer, so I packed up my stuff and I went over there. So yes, I actually do use the fertilizer for my roses and for my vegetable garden, which it all works well. It's a good resource.
And I am friends with Steve on Facebook, and he still posts pictures of his roses.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah.
Beautiful roses.
Oh yeah, and daylilies, of course. I've got many of those.
Oh, daylilies are gorgeous.
Oh yeah, we got into it. First, I had a bad experience growing roses, and then I learned what I needed to learn from the environment because I grew roses in Florida, and so I taught myself a lot, and now I'm doing well with the roses too, and the daylilies, and just some other things. So that takes up a lot of my hobby time. So.
That's awesome. That's a good hobby. That's a beautiful hobby. You have a beautiful hobby.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That, and I teach Sunday school at Lake Lord Baptist Church, so that takes up just about all of my hobby time. but that's really, Christianity. I don't know if you want to phrase it that way, but nevertheless.
Well, we're in the Bible Belt, so yeah, you can do
Absolutely. We have a good time there. But we this is a good time to start our conversation because we have at the Equestrian Center a lot going on this week, and if you like the word free, listen up.
Oh, we all
if you want to hear about what's going on,
We're listening. Take it away.
Yeah, so tomorrow, Tuesday the 4th, we have our annual Pony Spectacular parade, and it starts in the morning around 8 o'clock. Maybe it's a good time to, if you've never been out there before, and I've driven by it, and you look out there, and it looks kind of intimidating. It's such a big entity in and of itself. But it's really, it's not that way when you get inside. There's a lot of friendly folks in there, and a lot of subcontractors, or we contract or lease a lot of the buildings out for folks that want to come in there and have their businesses. There's a lot of shopping to be done in there, and so along with other things. So we're not charging any entry fees to get in. You can bring the family, and there's no charge. For example, we got a lot going on this weekend. A Friday Low Country Boil. Of course, there's fees for the food, but Thursday we got Champagne Charlie performing. It's a very popular band, and he or they pop up about 6 p.m. And of course, we got this weekend we got the Band of Oz. They're very popular. Yeah, they're very popular in the Southeast. They're well known, and the theme this weekend is going to be beach music.
Okay.
So so Saturday Night Lights. If anybody has not heard about it, you got to come out and check it out.
Yeah, it's beautiful over there.
Yes. At 6 p.m., the festivities start, and it's really geared for kids and adults. We got live bands, and we got a lot of clowns and carousels, free face painting. We have bounce houses for the kids, and I don't know if there's any fee associated with that, but generally there isn't. Sometimes maybe there is. And all the entertainment culminates around 8 p.m. After the initial festivities is our Grand Prix horse race or horse jumping show, and these are the best performers in the world. I mean, the Olympians come out here and perform. They're part of the Federation of Equestrian International, and they have to gain points to get into to advance, and eventually they compete. And part of that advancement is our show. And 2 years ago, when COVID was out there strong, we were one of the few facilities in the country that was really complying with everything that needed to be complied upon. And so we had all those different regions coming to us. So anyway, we have a lot of shows. You come out there on Friday and Saturday, and you just get a lot of entertainment for free.
That's right.
So
free's always good in my book.
I'll take it and run with it, and there's a lot to be. Yeah, there's a lot of entertainment out there, and so we're excited about getting the word out more. So we appreciate you guys including us in this morning talk around.
Well, you're very welcome. And if anybody's never been to the Equestrian Center, oh my goodness, just go to look at it. It is absolutely, it's breathtakingly beautiful.
Yeah. We got the Jumbotron that's as big as maybe some of the ones in some of the football stadiums, professional football stadiums.
Wow.
If you've never seen $100 million, it's a good place to go look.
It is.
Yeah, well, the prize-winning money for the show, for example, on Saturday, it usually exceeds $100,000.
Oh yeah.
So these are the big dog horse racers, or jumpers.
And to be able to get in free. Oh my goodness!
Absolutely. Yeah, you will not be. The only thing it's going to cost you is the gas to get there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Unless your wife wants to go shopping on the way, she stops once it's not teasing. I'll get in trouble the first day.
I started to say it sound like you've been there, done that.
We all do that. Men shop too, don't we?
Yeah, y'all do.
The only difference between boys and men are the price of their toys right
That's
now.
right.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
So, yeah, we're all good before it. So.
All right. Well, Steve, we appreciate you talking with us this morning. We'll be back in touch with you again on Wednesday, and we'll talk to you then.
Okay, well, thank you
Thanks
so much.
so much. Have a good day, Steve.
Bye-bye. It's good to talk to you.
Steve Ernest, our old friend, used to be up at the Fairfield Gatehouse. Security up there, now over in the Tryon Equestrian Center area, Polk County. Let us know what's happening over that way. We're going to check in with Vern Upton next.
Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service is the reason they continue to be voted best in pest control. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Free estimates when you call Hutchins Pest Control, and you can be sure that job is going to be done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171, and they'll be right there.
Firecracker, so fire.
That's right. DeVern Upton with us from Ball State Fire District. DeVern, good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Doing pretty good. Anything
Good.
over that way this morning?
Well, we have a temperature of 71 degrees, kind of hot. Fire department responded to a structure fire, and they had one medical call. 7:05 today, the Owls will play at McNair Field. After the game, there will be fireworks. Don't forget to go by the drop-in and get your meat for your July 4th cookout. And then go up to Washburn Store and check their items out. And take the children out to the park and enjoy it on these hot days. And hope everyone has a wonderful day and a happy 4th of July tomorrow.
DeVern, have the same to you, and we'll talk to you again on Wednesday. DeVern, same to you. We'll talk to you
Take
on
care.
Wednesday. I got to have my button turned on. It's never going to work. Thanks, DeVern.
Bye-bye.
DeVern Upton with that report from the Ball State Fire District. We'll check in with Robbie Samuel after I tell you about the fine folks up at Tony's Produce Market. I want you to go up to Tony's Produce Market and stop in to the Fresh Produce Market and load up on all your favorite vegetables and fruits, local strawberries, watermelons, seeded and seedless, Silver Queen corn, Cherokee purple tomatoes, cherries, grapes, peaches. Got white and yellow peaches. Be sure to get one of those delicious cantaloupes, some of those half-runner green beans. Get your ferns, hanging baskets, and you can celebrate the 4th of July with a patriotic wreath for your door. Homemade pies, cakes, fuzz, they're all available at Tony's Produce. They're open Monday through Saturday 9 until 7, Sundays 10 until 4, located at 773 North Washington Street in Rutherfordton. Call them at 287-9495. That's Tony's Produce. Do we have Mr. Robbie Samuel on the phone with us this morning?
Right there.
I guess we do. There he is.
We do. There you are, Robbie.
Good morning. How are y'all this morning?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good,
Doing
Robbie.
good.
How did the fireworks go Friday night? Everything go off without a hitch?
As far as I know, it did. I wasn't able to make it. I was actually out of town Friday evening, but
Well,
it sounds like it was a big show.
Well, all three of us said we were going to go, and neither one of us went.
None of us got
I was chasing Mama and Imogene around in Mount Airy Friday, so.
Oh, no.
Hey, how's Andy and
Did you
Barney?
catch them?
Yeah, I finally caught them.
How's Andy and Barney doing, and Floyd?
They was all doing good.
That's good. That's been a while since I've seen old Andy and Barney.
Did you go to Floyd's barbershop?
I did.
Did
Went
you
by
really?
there.
Good.
Yeah, I was wanting to go in. My picture used to be up on the wall in there, and I told my girls, Chloe and Kenley, I told them, I said, I need to go in there and look, see if my picture's still hanging up. But we didn't get a chance to do that. It was kind of crowded, so we didn't mess around in there
Now,
too
you're going to
much.
have to explain that.
I start saying, now, why is your picture hanging in Floyd's barbershop?
Well, it was a long time ago. I was a teenager, probably around 15, 16 years old. Went in there, Mama took me in there to get my hair cut one time. And they just took my picture and put it up on the wall with everybody else. And there's a lot of pictures up on the wall down there. So
now, were you from that area?
I'm not, but my mom and daddy is.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I'm a Jean, you know, she is too. So we still have family up there, and used to. We had more family that lived up there than we did around here. But now
well, that's a beautiful place up there.
It is. It really is. It's nice. It's always good to get away. It's just, you know, it's kind of course, small town friendly too. So
yeah.
But yeah,
can't help but love these little small towns, can we? I love them.
Yeah, that's right. I took the girls by the jailhouse over there, and of course it's not the actual one because they filmed it in Hollywood. But took it over, and I told them I wanted to pretend like I was Otis and get locked up and see if I could get some Aunt B's fried chicken. It didn't work out.
Oh, well, I'm sure if you do something, get out here and do something, somebody will be glad to lock you up.
They might do it.
But last I checked, Rutherford County Jail ain't going to give you no Aunt B's fried chicken.
I'm not sure if you get chicken.
You might get a bologna sandwich with nothing on it. That's what you might get.
I sure don't want to be a part of that jail, that's for sure.
Oh, my gosh.
Or none of them, I should say. That's what I should have said. None of them.
None of them. I don't want to be a part of no jails.
That's right.
Robbie, what's been going on up that way?
Well, not a whole lot. The fire departments have been steady through the weekend. Some motor vehicle crashes, and Hudlow assisted with the structure fire. And the Rulton got dispatched to a structure fire about 3:40 this morning, but got canceled of that, so it ended up not being a structure fire, so that's a good thing. And other than that, the town council meeting will not be this Wednesday. It's actually going to be the 14th. Is that right? Or is it 12th? I believe they moved it 7/12, July the 12th. They've moved it because of the 4th and people being out of town and a few things. So just keep that in mind. There will be no council meeting this week at 5:30 on Main Street. So other than that, that's really all I got to report. And hopefully y'all have a good day and a happy 4th. And you know what? You still got 10 fingers. Don't be playing with the fireworks and end up with 8 or 9.
That's right, Todd.
I had to look and make sure. Yep, all 10 of mine, 10 toes, too.
He's got to have his fingers to work this board over here.
That's right. That's right.
Robbie, have a good one, sir. We'll talk to you again on Wednesday.
Sounds good. Hey. See you then.
Bye-bye, Robbie.
Robbie Samuel with that report from the Mount Vernon Fire District. We'll check in with Sue Price next.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush, brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
It does.
Sue Price with us from the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District at 7:38. Sue, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Todd. I'm doing good. Hope you are.
I'm doing good. Can't get my hat work right.
He's been working with his hat all morning.
Little crooked right there on the front. I'm going to have to get that tailored. So anything happening over that way?
Well, they had a structure fire over the weekend, and we appreciate the fire departments that helped them out with that. And I have one birthday on my church calendar for Adrian Green, and she's on my personal calendar. She's my neighbor, good friend. Hope she'll have a good day today. Fairview has a birthday for Jennifer Yalton, so I hope Jennifer's going to have a good day. And nothing on First Broads today, so not too many celebrating, but we hope anybody that's having a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day on this special day and enjoy it. And then I don't really have any announcements. It's just quiet and calm over here. looking for a good day, and I hope y'all have one.
Okay, so you do the same. We'll see you again on Wednesday.
You take care, sir.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Happy Lord.
You too. Bye-bye.
Sue with Price with the report from the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District. Well, folks, let me tell you about Washburn Store. If you want to get whisked back in time, just go over to the Washburn Store and feel like you're stepping back into the 1800s. When you step in the door, you're always greeted with a smiling face, and Catherine or Casey will be happy to assist you in whatever you're looking for, whether it be sun hats, flowers, garden seeds, hardware, jams, jellies, molasses, honey, pointer overalls for children and adults, or you can go get some of the stuff for the kids. They've got a toy from the old days, those cast iron John Deere tractors, family board games, baby dolls, Lincoln logs, and even traditional wooden rocking horses. Find things here you won't find anywhere else. That's what makes Washburn's General Store so special. Located on the Bostic Sunshine Highway over in Bostic. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 until 4:30. Saturday, 9:30 until 3. You can call them at 245-4129. Go by at lunch and get you one of them good homemade sandwiches. And tell Ann, Todd and Tracy sent you by.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton.
19 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock on this Monday, July the 3rd, 71 degrees outside, partly cloudy skies. Tina White with us from the Shingle Hollow Fire District. Tina, good morning.
Good morning. Well, it's 69 degrees up here this morning, so just a couple degrees different from you. And let me tell you, you missed a wonderful fireworks show. It was fabulous. The weather was perfect. We parked up at the annex building in the lot and see those fireworks. They were very beautiful. So thankful.
I've seen a bunch of pictures on Facebook and videos from people who were there, and they look like they had a pretty good crowd going.
I had missed that too. It was a beautiful evening for it.
It was just perfect. It was perfect. So anyway, thankful for that, and you'll have to mark your calendar next year to do it again and not miss it. I'm getting the echo. Okay. So let's look at the calendar. Today we have a birthday for Miss Ginger Turner, and this Friday evening, July 7th, at the White House Community Clubhouse, Scott Haggard is supposed to be there. Plan to be there to see him. And then Kevin Lovelace is having another concealed handgun permit course. It's going to be July 15th at 8 a.m. At the American Legion Post 74, and that's the old Green Hill School. The cost is $60, so you can get your concealed handgun course, and this course covers safety, marksmanship, fundamentals, and legal issues. There will be handguns available for use by those who do not own one. Like I said, the cost is $60. If you have any questions or you want to contact the instructor, Kevin Lovelace, you can at 828-429-7476. And I think that's all I have this morning.
I went through Kevin's class several years ago, and he does an excellent job at covering everything you need to know, and you'll be very well trained and informed when you get done with that class. So Kevin is a very good instructor.
Yes, he is. It's been several years since I took the class too, but I can still hear him instructing me as anytime we do any kind of target practice, any of that. I can hear him, and I can also hear him when I think about if I have an intruder coming in, what those things. He is such a good instructor.
He told me
this is the time to get him.
He told me to quit drawing smiley faces on his targets. I was like,
you needed to draw boogers. Monsters on those.
I've got somebody I ain't gonna say. I better not say who I'm thinking. Everybody probably knows who I'm thinking.
Tracy.
The whole country knows who I'm thinking. Well, I'm being good. I'm gonna be good now.
You better be nice.
Well,
we're on the air.
Tina,
I know. Isn't that wonderful?
That could be. You could be incriminating yourself there, so be careful. Tina, we appreciate the report. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you Wednesday.
Yes, bless you. And Lou's going to call around in the morning?
I believe she will. Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right. Y'all
Thanks.
have a great 4th of July.
Bye.
You too, girl.
Tina White with that report from the Shingle Hollow Fire District. We're moving over to Brenda Kelly next.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
15 minutes till 8 o'clock on this Monday morning. Brenda Kelly with us from the Union Mills Fire District. Brenda, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Doing wonderful.
Good morning, Brenda.
Good morning. Marvelous, magnificent Monday morning before the 4th.
That's right.
So that's good. I went to the fireworks Friday night, and they were beautiful.
I don't know what we got caught up doing. It's always, I say I'm going to do something, then when I get home, my wife has different plans for me.
Did you forget or just had other plans?
My wife had other plans, what it was.
Oh, okay.
Well, I went to Hickory and got back late.
Oh,
and
okay.
I thought, well, I should go to the fireworks because they don't start till dark. So.
Yeah,
But I was so tired after being in Hickory.
It was somewhere about 20 after 9, I guess, when they started shooting them off. But they were real pretty. I really enjoyed them. And then me and my son went to that, and then me and my daughter went up to Lake Lure. That was Saturday night, and saw them.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go down to the Owlsfield tonight, and then we'll go somewhere tomorrow.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
We're going to take all the fireworks in.
I got some leftovers. I might shoot them tomorrow. I don't know.
She said, Mama, you're 79 years old. You may not be here next year. I said, well, I hope I am. She said, we're just going to enjoy all of them.
That's right. We'll do it all again next year, too. It don't matter.
You never know, do you?
But and they was a big crowd, and I loved that music, that jazz banging. Oh, they were good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard them. They were playing in at the church here in Far City one time, and I just pulled over and just listened to them. And they were good. They were real good.
Yeah, they're good. They had alto sax and a tenor sax and trombone and drums. Oh, I loved it.
I don't know what all that stuff is. I don't know.
Well, it's musical instruments. But we hope everybody's having a good Monday. It's a full moon today.
That's right. That's right. It is.
Or whatever, this morning or whatever. And I've got 66 degrees on the front porch. I don't have but one birthday today, and that's my grandson, David Kelly Jr., so I hope he has a great old big day on his special day. And I guess you better go, to Ellenburg and check on Luther's Sweet Thing and see if he's up and about and got a cup of coffee and a biscuit.
I'll do it, Brenda. Thanks so much. Have a good day.
Catch you later.
Bye-bye. Brenda Kelly with that report from the Union Mills Fire District, and we are going to move and check in with Luther Gillikin next.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Coming up on 10 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock, Luther Gillikin, coffee in hand, biscuit in one hand, coffee in the other. How are you holding the phone if you got a coffee in one hand and a biscuit in the other? How are you doing that? That's talent right there.
Well, you got to have practice at that.
You're just coordinated, aren't you?
I'm good when it comes to eating.
That's right.
I can handle that. But we're having a good time. It's quiet. The weather's quiet out most of the weekend. See, the fire department had one medical call. They went to one structure fire, and they had a power line down. There wasn't too much to structure fire. Other than that, they're quiet this morning. just enjoying their coffee. So nothing else happening down here. So you people have a great day up there. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Thanks so much, Luther. Have a good day.
All right. Take care now.
Luther Gillikin with that report from the Edinburgh Fire District. Wrapping up our call around report for this morning.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
Granny B's is the headquarters for those delicious donuts, orange twist, long johns, cream-filled donuts, or just a plain old traditional glazed donut. Enjoy a delicious fresh sub sandwich, or if you don't want that with bread, you can get it on a salad instead. For birthdays, showers, or any occasion, call on Granny B's for their delicious cakes, pettifours. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9 until 7, Saturday, 9 until 6. They're closed today. Call them at 828-286-9012, located at 322 West Main Street in Spindale. Granny B's, our official birthday sponsor for this morning and every morning. If you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary today, or give us a call, 287-3356. We'll have a party in your honor.
David Elking tells the story of visiting his son's nursery school class. While there, he observed a circle of boys, including his son, talking about their dads. The first child said, "My daddy's a doctor and he makes a lot of money and we have a swimming pool." The second child, not to be outdone, replied, "My daddy is a lawyer and he flies to Washington and talks to the president." Child number 3 responded, "My daddy owns a company and we have our own plane." It was now his son's turn. What would he say? For there was no way his son could match the material possessions paraded by the other boys. But without missing a beat, his son said, "Well, my daddy is here," with a proud look toward his dad. Children regard the public presence of their parents as a visible symbol of caring and connectedness that is far more significant than any material support could ever be. I don't want to sound trite, but being available for your child is far more important than what you give them in material possessions. In other words, your physical presence is far more important than your gifts. Maybe today you are discouraged because your standard of living does not provide the latest and the best for your child. But don't be discouraged. The best gift you can give your child is you. This is Bill Hostler with today's key to confident living.
Happy birthday today to Gary Connor of Union Mills. Gary, congratulations. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. The only birthday was called in, so Gary, hope you have a wonderful day up in Union Mills celebrating your birthday. No, we're not going to be able to give away the cupcakes anymore. Miss Selena has stepped away from the folks over at the Whistle Stop Bakery, and we just congratulations to her and good luck in the future. We'll see if we can get you a little something maybe in the future that we'll be giving away. Birthdays and events throughout this day in history. 1943, Kurtwood Smith was born. You know who that is?
No.
You ever watch the 70s show?
No.
Oh, well, you won't know who he is then. Red Foreman.
I went through the 70s show.
Well, I think I lived it, yeah. Red Foreman from the 70s shows. That's Kurtwood Smith.
Okay.
Singer Johnny Lee, country singer, 1946. 1952, Laura Branigan was born. Sang the song Gloria.
I remember.
1956, talk show host Montel Williams was born. 1958, country music singer Aaron Tippin was born. 1962, actor Tom Cruise was born. You know, he's about 5'4".
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I've met Tom Cruise.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good story. 1976, Andrea Barber. You may remember her.
I do, on Full House.
Kimmy Gibbler.
Kimmy.
Remember that?
I surely do.
Great. 1819, the first savings bank in the U.S. opens. In 1863, today was fought the Battle of Gettysburg. It was the largest battle ever fought on the American continent during the Civil War. 1884, the Dow Jones published its first stock index. 1886, Carl Benz drives the first automobile over in Germany. I do believe it is Mercedes-Benz. Carl Benz, he's the Benz.
Oh, gotcha.
1890, Idaho becomes the 43rd state, and where would we be without Idaho potatoes?
Oh, Lord.
Boy.
Very miserable.
In 1930, the U.S. Veterans Administration is created, and on this day in 1985, a great movie was released. Do you remember Back to the Future?
Oh, yes, I remember well.
Marty. Today is National Eat Your Beans Day.
Oh, we do it every day.
So eat your beans.
Martha
Today
Hauser.
is Chocolate Wafer Day. So we can take care of that. And today is also National Fried Clam Day.
Huh.
I'm going to leave that to somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the fried clams. Not going to happen. Sorry.
Oh, well, I have another fun fact here.
Let's hear it.
The Liberty Bell hasn't been rung since 1846. The last time the bell rang was on Washington's birthday in February 1846 when a major crack appeared on the bell. And I guess they ended.
Still cracked.
It's still cracked, but they don't ring it anymore.
I think they tried to repair it and it cracked again. I think they ordered a new bell or had that one repaired and it cracked again.
Huh.
So let's just leave it cracked. That's what I say. Folks, how about some gray patriotic music this morning? How about that? Tracy, here's a song we love.
Go for it.
What is it?
Oh, it's got to be God Bless America.
No. What? We were singing it a minute ago.
Oh, I've got too many songs on my brain. Ray Charles.
America the Beautiful.
So
by
beautiful.
Ray Charles.
Beautiful, for heroes proved in liberating strife. Who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and ever again divine. And you know, when I was in school, we used to sing it something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, far purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain. But now wait a minute, I'm talking about America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee. He crowned our good. Yes, he did. Heavy brotherhood from sea to shining sea. You know, I wish I had somebody to help me sing this. You see, my God, he done shed his face on thee. And you ought to love him for it, because he
for this session. The U.S. Supreme Court held in North Carolina case that state courts do have a say in deciding election issues, such as how congressional maps are drawn by the legislature. John Hood, president of the John William Pope Foundation, says this could impact future election ruling.
They found that state courts can rule on even congressional maps. For example, if a state constitution has a provision that governs congressional districts, then the legislature has to follow it,